Okay, we're back. First of all, I did trade in the old 2005 vintage camera, and I picked up a new HD camera. I have no idea how to use it. I think this is on HD, I believe. But anyways, we'll find out. I'll probably record all this HD and then realize my computer can't process it, and I'll have to start all over. So maybe I'll record in both. We left off last time. I think I had the engine block all cleaned up, stripped it down to the long block, and got the new oil pan on there, new oil pan gasket. The engine looked pretty good inside. The valve cover looked pretty clean on the inside. All the rocker arms and top of the cylinder heads, inside the valley, under the intake was really clean. Not any sludge at all built up. And I think I didn't mention this before, but I did compression test the motor before it came out of the Jeep, and compression was fine. So I think we're pretty good. I'm not going to touch the timing chain. I'm not going to touch the front or rear main seals at this time. No problems, no noises, no leaks, and I don't want to open that up if I don't have to. So that's where we are. And while I was taking some time off from the project, I was on carpart.com and found a lot of the stuff I need. Most importantly, that is a 1998 or 1999 Dodge Dakota 3.9 V6 manual 5-speed bell housing. So that should bolt right to this 318, and the AX15 out of my Jeep will bolt right to it. Supposedly the slave cylinder, clutch fork, and so forth will work with the AX15, no problem. So we have that. Pretty easy to find. It came out of Connecticut. A really nice bunch of nice guys at the wrecking yard down there took care of me. First of all, they sent this AX5 bell housing out of a 2.5 liter that was mismarked in their inventory. And when I discovered the error, called them, they tripped over themselves to find the correct one, sent it no charge, said keep the old one, and I had it the next day. So that's customer service. I found a flywheel out of a 1998 Dodge Ram 1500 318 5.2 manual. So that is necessary, and I think I need the whole clutch set up for that too, which I don't have, but I will get. Got all the gaskets I need to put the long block back together, intake, exhaust, valve covers, water pump, etc. So we got that. Also, Summit Racing sent me a set of advanced adapters, motor mount brackets. So these brackets will bolt to the mounts and weld to the frame. And of course I get a sticker now. These brackets will bolt to the engine block, I believe, and this package has the rubber mounts and hardware and some other brackets, I guess. You need these to get these to sit on the engine block. So that's good. So that's done. The last thing I received, which I actually can't find right now, hopefully I stashed it somewhere safe, I got an ECM for a 1998 Dodge Ram 1500 5-speed 5.2. No power windows, no cruise, and no security. And I believe no anti-lock brakes either. But anyways, for a 1998 5.2, I got the most stripped down basic ECM that I could find, and for $100, well worth it. Hopefully I won't have to send it out to be programmed, but we'll plug it in and see what happens. So that's that for parts. I know there are other things I'll have to round up, but I got pretty much everything that I think I need. The exhaust manifolds off the original 318 out of the Grand Cherokee, from what I have read, will work with the Wrangler body. They dump out in a position where it won't interfere with the front drive shaft. Here's the left one, and that dump out is a little more forward of the passenger side. So theoretically, the stock Y-pipe with cat and sensors will work in the Wrangler and not hit the drive shaft. We'll find out. So I got those going. So tonight maybe just clean up some of the accessories. I have it out, make it look pretty, paint the valve covers, paint the intake manifold, put everything back together. Most importantly, get everything back together on the stand before I start losing parts and forgetting where things go. So we'll get that done tonight, hopefully. So tonight was basically just cleaning up and refinishing a lot of the accessories on the engine. Definitely not necessary, probably a big waste of time, but while it's apart, might as well make it look right when it goes back together. So we got the valve covers all sanded down and painted semi-gloss. The intake manifold took a long time, heavily oxidized, but that's got a coat of aluminum engine paint. Thermostat housing, crank pulley. Got the water pump painted. Why not? Power steering, pump bracket, and the alternator bracket. The alternator bracket used to be an AC compressor and alternator bracket, but without AC, it goes on the motor like that. AC used to go over here. We're not going to have AC, and it interfered with the bypass hose from the water pump to the manifold, so I just cut that part of the bracket off, smoothed it out a little bit, and then cleaned it up and painted it. So I'll get that all done, and also the exhaust manifolds. They may or may not work. I may have to get block hugger headers for this installation. We clean them up anyways and got 3 coats of header paint down there. So if they do work, they'll be ready to go. So just a lot of dirty, tedious work, not much progress. Have to assemble the motor next time.